There are so many amazing tools on Canva, so today I am going to tell you everything that I have found. There are hundreds of thousands of things, what I just printed to help me get organized, and some things that I recommend to you. Also, I should say, I hadn't even thought about this until right now. This is not sponsored, I'm just obsessed with Canva. Now, I do believe that Canva offers a free trial. I do pay for a subscription because I use it that much in both my personal and professional life. I probably use it 4 or 5 days a week, and it more than pays for itself. So I love Canva, and you start using it in one way. Maybe you're trying to make a presentation or work on a resume or get your planner organized, and then you're like, oh, I can actually make my child's birthday party invitations in here. So I love Canva. I've been using Canva for, I don't know, 5 years at this point, and I absolutely love it. So let me tell you about some of the planner tools that you can find as well. So I just printed this today, and I'll tell you what happened. My husband and I are looking at 2026. Sometimes we do a really good job spacing everything out, and other times not so much. So there are certain years where we're like, wow, we did a really good job with that. And other years where we're like, we had like 3 long weekend trips in January and February, and then we didn't travel for 6 months. And so you start to notice when you have a year that is planned well, things are spaced out, you feel kind of less stressed and things are just nicer in general. And then on years where you're like, that felt chaotic, or it felt like a really long time between vacations or things like that. So we're like intentionally trying to plan 2026. So I Googled 2026 calendar because we ultimately just share Google Calendar and we'll put everything in there. But I wanted something visual. I wanted something that I could look at on paper, jot stuff down, and I found this. Now, I didn't find it on Google. I went to Canva and I was like, this is exactly what I'm looking for. And after I found this, I was like, what else can I find? So I think that Canva has great tools if you just want to print some things to get yourself organized, print your own calendar, that sort of thing. Or if you are searching for a planner and you don't know what kind of planner person you are, you're like, maybe I'll get a daily, but I don't know if that's too much. You can go to UPS, Staples, your public library, spend under $1, copy, print what you need to, and then you can use them for a few weeks or a few days and decide if you like it before making a bigger purchase. So let me take you through what I found. First, I have this, the 2026 Block Year Planner. This is what I was just holding a moment ago. I am so excited to use this because I just like how it is laid out month by month, January to December, and we can look at, okay, if we plan it here, are we getting too cluttered? Do we need to move some things to the summer? What about the spring? So I really love this layout. Now, if you just want an at-a-glance calendar, they have that too. I thought this one was so funny. I'm not exactly a cat person, but I did like this, especially if you're a person who doesn't need a huge hanging wall calendar, but you do like in your workspace to have an at-a-glance of, oh, what day will Christmas fall on this year, or Halloween, or what would the 3rd Wednesday of July be? This is really helpful to have something like that. The other thing is that everything on Canva is so easy to edit. So like if you don't like this particular cat, you can just delete it. I have nothing against that cat or any of the cats here, but it is nice that you can make adjustments if you need to. This next one is one that I liked, similar to this layout of just having everything on one page at a glance. I didn't want the columns the way that this had it. I like the calendar version that I printed out, but what I did enjoy about this is that you could do that same thing. You print this out, you see January. Here's the column for January, the 4.5 weeks that it falls, the number dates, and what day of the week it falls, and it does that for all of the months here. So you can look at it and put down weddings, birthdays, anniversaries, travel, PTO, out of office time, etc. Figure out what your year looks like, and you can also do something similar with this calendar right here. I really like this one. Again, I wanted the monthly view like the one that I printed, and this one is more horizontal, but it does that same trick where you can see that the shaded days are the weekends and then the white days are the Monday through Friday. So this is another great at a glance. And if you're just looking for a yearly planner kind of overview, but you want to have some space to write things down, this one could be a good option. You get that January to December overview, but you also have a spot in the bottom for year in review, goals, and looking at next year. So those are some really good yearly overview options. If you're looking for a monthly, this one actually has a monthly attached to it. And what's nice is when you download this, you can download the whole file as a PDF and print it, or you can just do month by month. So if you don't want to print all 13 pages or whatever this is, you could just do the overview page in January to test it out. The other one here is also a monthly, and what I like about this is when I originally clicked into this, I didn't like this cream color background, and Canva is so customizable. You can just select the color and change it to white. So this has a monthly page where you get the month at the top, important bullets, to-do list, some graph dot paper, and a little post-it at the bottom. So those are a couple monthly options for you. Next are a few weekly planner pages. So I like this because Monday through Sunday is all the same size. I do like the neutrals and the florals, and I like that in addition to Monday through Sunday, you've got the priorities box here, to-dos, and notes. And again, a lot of this is customizable. You can change the colors if you need to. You could, if you wanted to print this week by week, next to Monday, if it's Monday the 5th, you can put, you know, a little parentheses and put the number 5 there. So you can really do so much customization here. This one I like too because you get the Monday through Sunday at the top. You get space for a habit tracker for 1, 2, 3, 4 in the middle, notes, things to do, and motivation. So that could be a really good option. Once again, you can do different color changes. If you're like, okay, I want this to be a darker color, I don't want this to be all pastels. I mean, you can do anything that you want. So it's just nice to be able to make it exactly personalized to how you will use it and feels like most your style. This one I really like. I think it's pretty. You've got a Monday through Friday with lines, and then the weekend is just 2 plain boxes. You've got a note space coming up, and then you can fill in which month you're in. So this one is more simple, but also really pretty. Now, there are also some daily options. This daily option runs 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. You've got space for top priorities, water intake, to call, and a gratitude. And then this daily planner is pretty intense. You've got a space for mood, weather, day of the week, to-do lists, goals, reminders, water, exercise, meal tracker, money, gratitude, notes, and tomorrow. So this is a lot. Again, I sound like a broken record. You can customize this. You could delete, you could change. You don't have to use this. If this feels like too much, you could always just, use part of it. And like I said, if you're thinking maybe I want to get a daily planner, this could be a good option where you print this, make 5 copies, use it for a full week, and decide, like, am I really into this? Am I using this every single day? Or is it like, that's maybe too much and I think I need a weekly. So they have daily, weekly, monthly, year overview, so many things to help you get on track. And the last thing I want to show you is just some miscellaneous fun things. There are so many things you can search, and anything you search, something will come up. So there are habit trackers, creativity challenges, all sorts of trackers. So this creativity challenge has a bunch of different, fun, like stretch, try a DIY project, read a book. But if there's something on here that you really don't like, it's so easy to just go on here and try a new cuisine to try a new dance class, for example, and you can edit it before you print it. So this is a creativity 30-day challenge. This is the 30-day self-care challenge. Again, you can edit it, and it's just nice that they come pre-populated because you're like, who knows, maybe I would like to do something like that. So you can print that out and give it a shot. There's also a weekly self-care tracker. Again, you can edit this. So let's say your goal is not to drink 8 glasses of water, you want to drink 10. You can go in and change that, and you can delete all of these little boxes if you'd like before you print it, and then you can use it as soon as you print it out. There is a traditional habit tracker here. You get space for 5 habits here. Learn Japanese, that's like a pretty big undertaking there. Read, 10,000 steps, no processed foods, 8 glasses of water, but again, you can change that to be whatever you want. You can also do this wellness tracker. This one looks a little bit easier because you can just change this word sleep or whatever it is. Like maybe I want to say sleep 7 hours per night. And then I'll edit the other 3 below it, and you print it out, and boom, there you have it, a 30-day care routine, and you can just check the boxes or color them, use a highlighter, stamp, whatever you want to do. This one is a 100-day challenge. That is intense. So for this, you'd probably just pick one item that you're tracking, and you would track it for 100 days. I tend to not like to do habit trackers personally. I think that they're just so cumbersome, and I have yet to have a habit where I'm like, I track that meticulously, and being super meticulous is the thing that brought me across the finish line. Like, yeah, I'm so glad. A lot of times being a little bit less intense helps me stay on track longer. So 100 days tracking something specific seems like a lot, but if that's your thing, go for it. And you can leave it blank and print this as is and just write it in, or you can add a text box and put that in as well. And then the last one that I found, I thought this was so cool. It's a year in pixels. So this is one where I've seen these where you track your mood, and you just, again, you've got the awesome day, happy day, normal, average, bad and stressed, absolutely horrible, and you track it throughout the whole year so you can use the colors to see a pattern. And I am, on one hand, I'm like, that would be so cool to do once, and then I'm like, would I really be able to do that for a year? And at the end of a year, would I be like, oh, you looked really happy at that point and really sad at this point, and would you be able to equate it? Like, I wonder if like journaling would make more sense. But if you are interested in a year in pixels, that is an option. I just want to show one last thing before I wrap up here, because I could make 10 videos about this. It's just amazing to me when you search Canva, how many things come up. You can search planner, and you know, you get some, it looks like these are all of the covers, right? But if you search daily planner, the first things that come up are all of these layouts. So many different options. And like I said, you can probably get a free Canva trial, or maybe you have a subscription already, but if not, all of these are free. If it doesn't have this little gray crown symbol on it, that means that it is not part of the premium subscription. And there, you know, a lot of it is part of the premium subscription, but there are certainly things here that are just part of the standard. You sign up and go for it. So anyway, there are a lot of things. I could type in daily planner, you could type in habit tracker, and just a ton of things come up. The world is your oyster. So anyway, I hope that this was helpful. I was just so excited because I was like, I need something, and exactly what I envisioned in my mind was available, and I was just glad to print this for $0. So anyway, if you are a Canva lover, or there is something that you have made, I'm particularly interested to hear if anyone has made anything and printed and ordered directly from Canva. I've never done that before. Because in theory, I mean, you could build your own planner, which is super cool. I don't think I'm there. I don't think I would. I mean, that's like next level, but it is an option, especially if you have something super specific and you just want it exactly designed and laid out how you want it. So I'd love to hear if you found anything cool, if there's anything that you've printed and used. I always love reading the comments and seeing what you're up to. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.